Now on this hour 18, two pandemic issues barreling down on us right now, and we have a team of reporters covering both. Flu season is just about here. Megan Hickey is investigating why some are worried about a possible twin-demic.
But first, Chris Tye found a nursing homes with an alarmingly low level of vaccinated workers. He is live at the Thompson Center. Chris.
Brad and Erica, the clock is ticking for healthcare workers in Illinois to get vaccinated by next month. Now, the majority of facilities have the majority of their staff already haven't gotten the shot. But we found one facility where 99% of staff still unvaccinated. Governor Pritzker in Cicero today with the U.S. Surgeon General. We wanted to talk nursing homes. Your vaccination requirements for those in the healthcare sector kind of really kicked into high gear this past weekend.
Yes.
That gear shift comes from this executive order, which this weekend starts the clock on healthcare workers in Illinois, calling on them to be vaccinated by early next month. But the order has one big caveat. Healthcare workers, it says, who are not fully vaccinated against COVID-19 must be tested for COVID-19 weekly at a minimum. Take a look at this map from the state's health department. Each dot is a long-term care facility. Orange and red dots are facilities where less than half the staff is vaccinated. And this red dot reflects Waterfront Terrace Nursing Home and Rehabilitation Center on the city's south side. The state's website shows less than 1% of staffers here are vaccinated.
Well, there are very, very few nursing homes that have as low a vaccination rate as you just cited. And it's very unfortunate that there are so many people in any given location that are unwilling to go get vaccinated.
We reached out multiple times to that facility and its parent company, Dynamic Healthcare, today. Both offered no comment when we asked whether those numbers are correct or how they plan to test 99% of the staff each week to comply with the governor's new rules next month.
I think it's a little concerning when you see very low numbers that either the facility is behind on tracking this or hasn't been encouraging it.
Dr. Emily Landon heads infectious diseases at the University of Chicago.
Would you let your mom live there?
I would certainly look very carefully at those numbers, and I would have some very strong conversations with the individuals that are working there, but that would not be my preference.
Now, Dr. Landon says it's important to point out there is a chance here because that number is just so low, less than 1%. There's a chance that there might be some sort of technical snafu here or they've just been sort of late in getting their numbers to the state. But that website has been up for months. We've been monitoring it. And Erica, that is why we asked on numerous occasions today to both the facility and its parent company, are these numbers right? One time we were hung up on, two other times we were told no comment.
All right. Well, Chris, you have been tracking facilities like this for a while now, and there are some that have seen a pretty good turnaround.
Yeah, and you know, that website that we're talking about that's sort of the centerpiece of this conversation is what a lot of families are using to see is where we have mom or where we have grandma safe. We found a place in the northern suburbs where back in August there were only 8% of staff vaccinated. In just about 5 or 6 weeks' time, that number is up into the 80 percentile. So whether that's a carrot, a stick, education, sort of a push by the state that gets these numbers up, something is moving that needle. And of course, we'll keep tabs on what happens there on the south side as well.
All right. Chris Tye, thank you.